Hello everyone, I'm Replaytime Heretic, and welcome to a recap episode for Doom. If it wasn't obvious, my brisk pace at which I play through this game means that I miss a lot of things. And let's be honest, I miss a lot of cool things in the mix. As indicated in part 3, where I found a hidden Doom level, I figured why the hell not? I decided to look for everything else. And as it turns out, there is a lot of hidden stuff in Doom. Hidden figures, hidden intel files, plenty of secrets all around, and Doom levels in particular. So without further ado, let's begin. In Mission 1, Rip and Tear, after the very first firefight, you're going to be stopped by a blue keycard door. Believe it or not, the first figurine is in plain sight, and you actually see it in the video. So after picking up the blue key card, go ahead and clamber up onto the crate. Then turn to the right and clamber up onto the cliff. There you'll find the blue guy figurine. These figurines actually unlock special models. This one in particular unlocks the combat shotgun model. Now, in the area after you pick up the frag grenade, there is a cliff up to the right that I didn't go up. And this is just an indication of how much stuff I miss in particular, because this is an entire section of map I never even got to explore in the episode. In here are some possessed, nothing too big here, but this is where an auto map is, and an elite guard that gives you a Praetor token. Get the auto map and then exit out the left. If you notice, I actually looked up into this area before, but this is barely in sight to begin with. Activate the Praetor Guard and go ahead and get your token. Now, in the area where I fought all the imps, there was that door I looked at. And in my thoughts, before I even found the special level, I thought that that door looked kind of reminiscent of the Doom level. Well, it turns out that that is an entrance to the Doom level to begin with. There's a secret door that's kind of hidden because of the weird look that the area has to begin with, and in here is a lever, just like the one in episode 3. Pull that and the door opens, showing up the main room section of the first level in Doom 2. You can kill the guards here, and they drop health and all that kind of stuff, sure. But the cool thing is that this also has the secret area from Doom 2 in here. Killing all the guards does nothing but give you points, or, ammo and all that, just like it would in the real game, but pressing the switches actually unlocks the secret, like it would in the original game. Here you'll find armor and some health. Pretty cool secret nonetheless. Now, after you get the drone, I didn't go to this section, but to the left, there is a cliffside with a codex entry that I didn't grab to begin with. It's pretty in plain sight, but I never went through this. Again, indicative of how my pace is in the game. Now, this is also a section I missed. Instead of going up to the cliff area like I did before, go down through the crevice that's in the main path, instead of going to the caves like I did. Here you'll find a cavern, and go through that, and you'll find the classic guy model, or the classic guy figurine, that gives you the imp model. In Mission 2, Know Your Enemy, the very first secret is actually in a pretty clever spot. Right after you trigger the Olivia Pierce recording, and clear out all the enemies, of course, right up above the stairway is a secret. Go up here, and there is a piece of armor that you can use to your advantage.
My sisters and brothers, be thankful. You will be the first.
Now, there was an imp that spawned here in the episode, but I never bothered going up here to begin with. You clamber up all these sections, jump on the railing, and clamber all the way up to the top area, as you'll see in a second. There is a lever that will reveal the hidden Doom level. Now, I didn't actually show this area before, but that's because I thought that this was just a dead end to begin with. But as it turns out, it's got a pretty cool secret to begin with. So just pull the lever, and head all the way down. And at the far end, just before you're supposed to go to the door on your in the forward area, go left instead, and you'll go straight into E1M1, the main data center area. Again, these secrets are pretty cool, but it's not actually this section that's the best part. We'll get to that in a second. Now, after clearing out the first area, you're going to be locked out by a key card. When you clear out the gore nest, you're going to get the yellow key card. Come back to the room after you obtain the chainsaw. Come up through the vents and then clear all the enemies here that may have spawned. Use the yellow screen and open up this panel on the ground that was locked originally that requires the yellow clearance. Here you'll find a secret area, an elite guard, and something very special that needs bringing up. Now, if you remember in episode 4, I picked up the super shotty, or the super shotgun, early. As it turns out, that's a trend in a lot of the later missions, or in a lot of the missions in particular. In Mission 2, you'll actually be able to get the plasma rifle early. Go back up the elevator, and after defeating the gore nest, this door actually opens, allowing you access to another secret area. Turn around from the end of the corridor and go into the bloody vents, and here you'll go into yet another secret, with an elite guard in it, of course. And some armor. Of course, you always want that Praetor token, though. You can click the screen, leave the area as you wish. And then you can go straight outside. Outside is where the best secret is, to me. It's so far in the series. If you clamber up to this crate and climb up to the side railing, or the side vents, and then you clamber up to this one up here, you can go up to the roof of this building. Now, if you go all the way up to the top of the building, there's actually another floor panel that you can open up that allows you to drop straight into the room that allows you to activate the satellite. It's kind of a shortcut for the secret at hand, but nonetheless, it's another alternate entrance that's actually pretty neat. But that's not the reason you come up here. Nah. If you continue all the way to the left, just behind the cylinders over here, and into this room, you'll find the classic guy Doom model, fit with a special animation. Awesome. Now, I don't know how I missed this one in retrospect, but there's a codex entry just hanging out on one of the desks. I don't know how I missed it, and I don't really care. Now, in the final room before you get the Argent energy, if you clamber up onto the crates, there is another figurine, just hidden here, the bronze figurine. Now, Mission 3 Meltdown has a ton of secrets. It actually has the most secrets so far. In the pit area, if you clamber up to the final area, instead of going left to where you need to go to the right and enter the vent. There's some secret armor for you. After getting the yellow key card, and clearing out all the enemies, of course, this area has a very special secret that's hidden in plain sight, really. There's a floor piece to the left, and if you jump over it and land on it, you can crouch under and find a special Doom figurine. This is called Vault Guy, and it's a reference to Fallout. Or, as you know, Bethesda's game. A nice callback to the publisher. Now, this one's actually pretty cleverly hidden. In the area after the yellow keycard door, you'll find a couple of crates. And this one is very cheekily hidden in one of those crates. Clamber up to one of the crates and drop in, and you'll find the Doom Guy figurine. Pretty clever. Now, in the same room, before you go into the area with the gore nest, and you climb up these crates, there's another secret with an elite guard in it. Now, this is another indication of just how much I miss. There's an entire section of the map that I missed, just purely from my gameplay experience. And in the door that you're supposed to go through to get to where the gore nest is that I dropped in on, you'll find a codex entry and a bunch of enemies. Now, on the exit out, just continue down the main path and then take a right. You'll see a drop-down area, and instead of going down, you clamber up. Up here is a secret. An early rocket launcher. Now, believe it or not, this is in every map. You can get the weapon from the next mission early, but this is something that is only in areas with lava. If you die in lava, then you get a very special death animation that references Terminator 2. The classic thumbs up. Now, Mission 4, Beginning of the End, this is a cleverly hidden Doom level secret right off the bat. Where I picked up the codex entry in the episode is where you'll find this, and believe it or not, it's right next to it. Pull the lever, go inside, and then just past where you pick up the rocket launcher, if you didn't pick it up in the last mission, you'll find the Doom level. This is Nuclear Plant, or E1M3, I believe. After clambering past the first firefight area, you'll take an immediate left. Here is where the first elite guard is. This is just another indication of how much I miss. Don't worry, there's plenty more examples of that in this playthrough, I assure you. Now, after clearing out the gore nest on the second floor, you'll find that there is another crate that drops in on this one, and up here is where you get the figurine. Now, but if you go to this area before you clear out the second gore nest and destroy the second filter, I don't know what triggers it, honestly, but there won't be a second crate there. And the second gore nest area is actually where another section of map is. Clear out all the enemies here, go up the stairs, and you'll find an upgrade drone and another codex entry. Now, this is yet again another indication of how much I miss, just by playing at my pace, but it's not that bad, honestly, since there's not a whole lot here. You'll find an upgrade drone, sure, but all you'll find out otherwise is a codex entry. Now, I left this a bit long for a reason, and it's because if you go downstairs and exit right, because this is a section of map that I never explored to begin with, if you exit right from the door, there is yet another section of map that I don't think I covered at all. If you jump all the way across, you'll find an ammo crate, jump over the railing, and carefully go across past the wide area, the wide gap, and you'll find another figurine. Now, I didn't get the animation here because I accidentally meleeed, but whatever. You get the stealth guy rocket launcher model. Now, in the final area, where before we got the super shotgun, is actually where you get the auto map. And believe it or not, it's considered a secret. Yeah, it's kind of an obvious secret, though, if you explore here. You get a challenge complete for getting this auto map, curiously, but no skin off my bones. Now, in the area where you're supposed to destroy the Argent energy filter, there's another codex entry I missed, right next to the ammo. Again, I don't know how I missed it, but whatever. Exit out of this building towards the center area and take an immediate left. Here is where another elite guard is, and it's kind of out of place, but it's kind of a neat area to be, kind of out of the way, so it's a nice reward. You also get some more enemies to kill, and that's always fun.
You cannot do this.
Now, I'm not sure about how I missed this last one, but it's in a pretty obvious place. After clearing out the final gore nest, the last elite guard is hidden behind some crates just as you enter the last room, just before the Olivia Pierce cutscene. And that's all there is. Now, an interesting thing about those Doom extras that you find are that after finding them, you unlock full playable versions of the Doom maps. And I'm not going to show them off right away because that would spoil the surprise, since I'm going to show them off in a bonus episode later. But yeah, those extras have a little bit more meaning to them once you find out what they're for. And it's because it's really neat to see the evolution of the game over the past 20 years. So yeah, I'll show you that in time. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, I'm Replay Heretic, and I will see you there.